So in this geography of Europe continent, what we're going to study is okay. So, okay, in this we're going to study the neighboring bordering, okay, borders of your Europe continent, then the country capital city and the currency list of the European continent. We are aware, we know that Europe, it has 51 countries, okay, and Europe, it has one nickname, guys, okay. Europe continent, it has one nickname called Peninsulas of Peninsula, okay, Peninsula of Peninsula. That is the nickname. Why that nickname? That we will going to study. Peninsulas of Europe. Then major physical divisions of Europe, okay. So this again, how we have studied the major physical divisions or physical features, whatever we you say to the India, like Himalayan mountains in the north, northern plains, peninsula plateau, islands, coastal India. Those were the physical features which we have studied in our Indian part. Like that, the major physical divisions of this Europe continent itself we will going to study. This is what we will going to study in this class. When you talk about the physical geography of Europe, when you talk about Europe continent, it is the sixth largest continent among seven. Okay, second smallest continent we can say. Okay, first one is as you know, Asia is the first. Then Africa is the second, then North America third, then South America is the fourth one, then fifth one is the Antarctica, then sixth one is our Europe, and after one last smallest continent is our Australia, like that. Okay, so Europe, it is the sixth largest continent, and it lies, okay, it lies in the Western Hemisphere, okay, and okay. So the total area of this continent is 393,000 square miles. Okay, and yeah, so it is in the northern hemisphere, and northern hemisphere, when you talk in the latitudinal extent, it falls in the northern hemisphere, and when you talk it in the form of longitudinal way, it is in the eastern hemisphere. Okay, mostly it is in the eastern hemisphere, because some part it is in the western hemisphere too. Okay, then the borders, okay, it is bordered, the European continent, it is bordered by the Ural mountains, which is very easy, guys. Okay, towards the east we are having the Ural mountains. Okay, so these Ural mountains that divides your uh, Russia into two parts. Okay, we know that Russia, it falls under both of the continent. Okay, it is in the Asia, as well as it is in the Europe. So that Ural mountains, it divides the Russian part of Asian part of Russia, and European part of Russia. Okay, so Ural mountains we are having towards the east, and when you talk about the west, we are having the Atlantic Ocean. Then when you talk about the north, we are having the Arctic Ocean in the Europe, and when you come to the south, we are having two major seas, that is Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea. You can see in the map also. Okay, Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea are the main borders to the south. Okay, again, total countries, when I told you, okay, already I have told you, 51 countries we are having. When you include this Cyprus and Armenia, when you leave this Cyprus and Armenia, it is 49. Okay, again, largest country, okay, largest country in this European continent is the Russia. And when you talk about the smallest one, that is the Vatican City. Vatican City is the smallest country in this European continent. Okay, and yeah, so here we will talk about why this Europe, it has the nickname called Peninsula of Peninsulas. When you see the this map of your Europe, okay, so here you can see, okay, the Europe is covered by the water from its three sides. Okay, be it your northern side, be it your western side, be it your southern side, it is covered with the water bodies. One side, that is the eastern side, we are having the Ural mountains, that is the land side. So the piece of land which is covered by water from the three sides and one side land, that piece of land we call it as the peninsula. Okay, so Europe continent, it is in itself, it's Europe continent itself, it's a peninsula, and this peninsula, it has given birth to a few of the peninsulas. Again, major Majorly, when you talk about, we are having 6 major peninsulas in Europe continent itself. Okay, so that is in the north we are having 2 peninsulas, that is your Scandinavian peninsula. Okay, so here you can see I have marked those things. Okay, first one is in the north we are having 2. One is Scandinavian peninsula and second one is Jutland peninsula. Okay, so this is the Jutland peninsula. So in the north we are having 2, and when you come to the southern south of the Europe, you are having 4 peninsulas, that is your Iberian Peninsula, then Italian Peninsula, then Balkan Peninsula, and Crimean Peninsula. These are the total 6 peninsula. Majorly, we are having 6 peninsulas in our European continent. That is the reason. Okay, so this Europe continent has the nickname called Peninsula of Peninsulas. That you have to remember. Okay, in your competitive exams, they may ask the question. Okay, which continent on the earth is called as Peninsula of Peninsulas? So you have to remember Europe continent, it is known as Peninsula of Peninsulas. Again, why it is known as Peninsula of Peninsulas? We know that this is the land. Okay, Europe continent, this is the land which is covered by water from 3 sides, from north, from west, from south. Only the eastern side it has the land border. So that is the reason it is again this peninsula continent, it has given birth to the n number of small and big peninsulas. That is the reason Europe, it has the nickname called Peninsula of Peninsulas. Next, move to the, okay, so here in this map you will going to see this the boundaries of your Europe. Okay, so eastern side you are having the Ural Mountains, then Caspian Sea, then Caucasus Mountains, and Black Sea. That is the border bodies. What? Okay, boundaries whatever we are having towards the eastern side, Ural Mountains, Caspian Sea, then Caucasus Mountains, and Black Sea. When you talk about south, as I told you, you just remember this Mediterranean Sea. Again, in this Mediterranean Sea, there are many seas. Okay, but just if you remember, Mediterranean Sea is the southernmost border to the Europe. That's well and good. Then when you talk about the western part, okay, western part, it has a boundaries called Bay of Biscay, then English Channel. Okay, so this is the English Channel part, and the North Sea. Okay, and Gibraltar. Okay, the Strait of Gibraltar. Again, here somewhere you are having Strait of Gibraltar. Here you can see. Okay, I have added a big map of Strait of Gibraltar. So that is about your western part. When you talk about again north, okay, just you remember it has a border with the Arctic Ocean. Again, and yeah, so when you talk again, this is what the political map of your Europe continent. Guys, can you able to see this map on your mobile screens or on your laptop? Political map of Europe.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. So when you yeah, so when you talk about Europe, guys, okay, although this is the second smallest continent or sixth largest continent out of your 7, it has plenty of countries, guys. As I told you, of 51 country, which it has very small countries it has. So it makes very what I can say, you have to give a lot of space to your memory to remember the countries and capital cities and their spacing. Okay, but when you talk with major tourism parts, okay, so here in the western part of your Europe continent, you can see UK. Okay, United Kingdom. Okay, where again London is the major tourism hub. Okay, and okay, whenever the Indian tourists they talk about the Europe, they will not cover only London part. Along with that, they include few of other European countries. Okay, like again they are having in Europe. When you talk about there is a union, guys. Okay, European Union, EU, whatever you say. Okay, in that around 28 countries they are the member of European Union, and there is among them there is few of the similarities they are having. The currency they are having same, and they accept the Schengen visa. They have made one visa facility, Schengen visa. Okay, once the tourist, if he applies for Schengen visa of any one country, take the example of France. Okay, once you apply the Schengen visa of the France, okay, if the France provides you the visa of Schengen visa, that is the France visa. That visa is accepted in remaining 27 countries. Okay, so once you get your Schengen visa of your France, you can, with that single visa, you can travel to Germany, you can travel to Spain, you can travel to Portugal, you can travel to Italy, you can travel to Australia, like this. Okay, like this, they're having their union. Okay, out of that, again, that helps a lot for their tourism development. Okay, again, the members of European Union, whatever the 28 countries they are having, they don't need any permissions to travel in their countries. Okay, here the France people, they can enter into the Germany at any time. They doesn't need any permissions. Okay, they can do the import and export from this from in between France and Germany without paying any taxes. No tax free zone that is for them. The Germany people, they can sell their products in France without any taxes. See, like same thing, France people, they can sell their items in the Germany with not paying any taxes. Okay, so that is the reason by making that one. Okay, so they are developing their region. Okay, so economical enhancement you can see in this European Union, like that. Schengen visa, you have to remember regarding Schengen visa. But when you talk about UK, Schengen visa, it will not apply to the UK. When you talk about visiting London, you have to apply separate visa for your United Kingdom. Once you get your United Kingdom visa, getting a Schengen visa, that is, be it your France, Germany, or Spain, it is very easy, guys. Okay. Once you get a stamp of Europe, UK visa on your passport, then very easily, okay, whatever the documents you are submitting to the UK embassy, okay, the Xerox copy of that, if you submit to the France, or Xerox copy of that if you submit to the Germany, they will accept it, and you will get the visa. It is not very difficult once you get the European this UK visa. Okay, that is strongest visa whatever we are having. Okay, so again, that is the thing. That's the reason. Okay, a number of tourists from India, they want to visit this Schengen countries as well as this UK. Okay, again, yeah. So when you talk about, yeah, western part, you are having UK, then your France, Spain, Portugal, then your Switzerland, very beautiful country. Okay, where if you want to enjoy the snowy land, snow based country, this is Swiss. Okay, and when you talk about France, you might be knowing this Eiffel Tower. Okay, Paris, very beautiful city. Germany, again, your beautiful country. And when you talk about Italy, it is popular for its leather items. Okay, it is again in Italy. You are having this Vatican City, that is also very popular, like this. Okay, so again, when you come to this north, again, in the north of your Europe continent, there are four countries which you have to remember. Scandinavian countries, they name Scandinavian countries, four of them: Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark here. Okay, so Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, DNSF. Okay, so these four countries are the Scandinavian countries, because the landform and the culture, it is somewhere same. So that is the reason these four countries, they call them as the Scandinavian countries. Okay, Scandinavian countries name particularly easy. Okay, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland. Okay, so these four are the Scandinavian countries, and the popular countries for the tourism. Okay, so like that, UK, Germany, Switzerland, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Austria. Okay, so these countries you remember. And when you talk about your southeastern part, you are having again Greece, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Slovenia, Czech Republic. You can just refer your whatever the atlas book you are having. In that, you open Europe political, so you will get this political map of Europe. So just go through which country is located where, and work on that. Okay, so if you need the online link of that, there is one website. In that website also you can practice this one. Okay, I will share that one, okay, by end of this class. Okay, yeah, so this is again, this is the country, capital, city, and currency list. Okay, just go through with that. Okay, like Albania, Tirana, and Albanian lake. When you talk about Austria, Vienna, Euro. Like that, you have to remember. Okay, when I talk about Austria, you have to remember Vienna is the capital city and Euro is the currency of that country. Okay, Austria, Vienna, Euro. Okay, like that, you have to remember. This is the work, guys. Okay, which you have to do. I don't know how many of you have done already, but this is very important, guys. Once you remember the country, capital city, and currency, okay, the country, capital city, it will help you to do the map plotting. Until and unless you remember the country names and capital cities, it is very hard to practice your map plotting. Okay, so this is like, after learning your ABCD, you have to go for wordings. After wordings, sentence forming, like that. Okay, so this is what very basic thing you have to do. So this is the country list and capital city and currency I have added. Go through with that. Okay. Yeah. So next one is we will move towards, okay, at the final we'll just I will just introduce this physical divisions or physical features of Europe continent. Okay. So in broader sense, we can divide this Europe physical features into four divisions, four parts. That is Western Upland or Northern Highlands, the are Northern European plains. Second, third, Central Uplands, and fourth one is Southern Alpine region. Okay, so here you can see clearly when I talk about this Western Upland or Northern Highlands. Okay, so again, Western Upland, if you say, or your Northern Highlands, both are same, because when they say Western Uplands, they consider this towards the western part of your Europe, this Russia, sorry. Okay, so whatever the countries we are having, that is, be it your Scandinavian countries, that is your Norway, Sweden, Finland, and your UK. Okay, that is your again Spain, Portugal. Okay, so these are the part of this Western Uplands, whatever Western Uplands or Northern Highlands. Okay, so this very high mountains you will going to see here. Okay, so when you come to the second physical division, that is the North European plains. Okay, Northern European plains, so that is one here, whatever I have marked out with your blue color. Okay, blue color boundary, that is your northern lowlands. Okay, so this is again, when you compare with the north, the very low highlands you will going to see here. Okay, then third one is the Central Uplands. Okay, in the center part here somewhere. Okay, I have marked with the black color, so that is your Central Uplands. Okay, and last one is the Southern Alpine region. Okay, this fourth, which are bordered with your red color. Okay, so that region is your Southern Alpine region. So that is what I wanted to discuss. I have not went depth, guys. Okay, you are not your, what I can say, UPSC aspirant. Okay, whatever the physical divisions we have to know for your tourism point of view, we have done with that. Okay. So if you want in depth, again, you just refer to there are various websites. Okay, if you refer to those, you will get a number of knowledge, okay, regarding that thing. Okay, so this is okay, and from tomorrow onwards, okay, we will study these the major tourism countries, whatever we have added in this from this European continent, be it your United Kingdom. Okay, first we'll move to the United Kingdom. London is the basic thing, okay, which is very attractive to the European tourist. First we'll start with our United Kingdom. Okay, geography and tourism of United Kingdom, then we'll move to this other countries, like they have added Germany, they have added France, they have added Italy, and they have added Spain. These are the 5 countries which we will going to study in this European continent. Okay, that is, I think, third continent, third chapter, whatever you are having in this syllabus. Okay, any doubts, guys?
No, sir.